Welcome back once again, fellow Blues and all football fans. Kindly subscribe if you're new here. With the boys having been given 2 days off after the loss against Newcastle, Pochettino and the boys return today at Cobham to work hard for the upcoming fixtures. Chelsea's fitness problems are easing as summer signing Christopher Nkunku continues to work towards making his debut. The striker was deemed not fit enough to face Newcastle as Nicolas Jackson again toiled up front, but will be working hard in training this week to face Brighton at the weekend. Moises, Caicedo and Romeo Lavia were also missing at St James Park, with the former not risked and the latter still lacking much fitness after injuries. Malo Gusto is back in training, but 3 further defenders are a little closer to returning. Caicedo was deemed not to fit enough to face Newcastle after returning back from international duty late, so was unable to train much before the trip to St James Park. Pochettino said, given the size of Chelsea's squad, it was unnecessary to risk Caicedo's fitness. With no European game this week, Caicedo should have plenty of opportunity to return to full fitness before facing Brighton. Lavia is another who is yet to make his debut for the club after arriving during the summer transfer window. It has been hoped the midfielder would return before the international break, but in October suffered a setback in his rehabilitation after an ankle injury. The weekend game against Brighton remains a faint possibility for his first minutes, with Lavia also training on the grass during the break. Pochettino said, Lavia is still out. There is no time frame for him. It is difficult to say because we need to assess his day-by-day rehabilitation, but he is in a good condition. Malo Gusto was not involved in the matchday squad at Newcastle, but is expected to be fit, with him being required to deputize for wrist jams following the captain's red card. He returned today in training and was spotted working hard to be ready for Brighton. It had seemed hugely unlikely that Wesley Fofana would play at all this season after suffering a long-term knee injury, but has got back on the grass to begin individual training. His rehab appears to be on the right track. Pochettino said last week it was nice to see him running on the grass. For him, it is a massive motivation to be there, and I think for us also to see him after a long time away from the pitch. Chalobah has been nursing a thigh injury and is still yet to feature for Chelsea this season. He's been seen in training in the gym at Cobham during today's session, but the exact return date is still unknown. Chilwell suffered a knock towards the end of Chelsea's clash with Brighton in the Carabao Cup at the end of September. Unfortunately for the Blues defender, the club quickly realized that the muscle issue was worse than first thought, and more than a month later, he's still out of action. What Pochettino said, I cannot tell you when he'll be back. It is difficult to know. He's away from the training ground now, and we will wait for him to come back to see the situation. Hopefully, he can recover as soon as possible. Possible return date will be late December. After starting the season as a key player under Pochettino, England international Ben Chilwell suffered another hamstring injury during a Carabao Cup win over Brighton in September. As such, she is not expected back before mid-December. Pochettino said in October, I cannot tell you when he'll be back. It is difficult to know. He's away from the training ground now, and we'll wait for him to come back to see the situation. Hopefully, he can recover as soon as possible. Potential return date will be December 2023. Fellow Blues, a quick one reaching us from the camp. Subscribe, like, share, and be here for more updates.